Everyone wants to live longer, but what about living better? Aging isn't about just adding years, it's about adding quality to those years. And science shows that simple daily habits can help you stay vibrant, strong, and energized well into your later years.
So today we are breaking down the longevity blueprint, the key habits to keep your body and mind thriving for the long haul. Hey there, welcome to Group X Appeal. I'm Kimberly Spring-Glick.
And I'm Terry Shorter. We're excited to bring you this hot and sweaty podcast.
With over 25 years of experience each in the health and fitness industry, we're here to share hilarious, heartwarming stories from our lives and careers.
And offer practical nutrition tips, expert exercise advice, and strategies for holistic well-being and a positive mindset.
Group X Appeal is your go-to source for inspiration, motivation, and a few laughs along the way.
So tune in and let us help you be the healthiest, happiest version of you.
Welcome to Group X Appeal. I am Kimberly Spring-Glick, and this is...
Terry Shorter.
Hey. What if I told you that 90% of how you age is within your control? Science shows that lifestyle, more than genetics, determines how we age. And as Dan Buettner, the founder of the Blue Zones, says, the best longevity prescription is not in a pill, it's in how you live your life.
Ooh, I like that. Well, today we're giving you the longevity blueprint, just basic 5 simple habits to help keep you strong, help keep you sharp, and also energized
I
for
like that.
decades to come. Not just years, we're talking decades, baby.
I'll take it. Give me some energy.
So here's some tips. Here's 5 tips that we wanted to share with you. The first one, and by the way, this first one you can find in a lot more detail. We dive deep in episode 18 of Group X Appeal. So check that out. But it's basically prioritizing strength training.
Oh,
It's
yes.
taking care of your muscles, right?
Yep.
And as you know, muscle loss is going to accelerate aging. So that means that we've got to pick up some weights. We've got to pick up some equipment that has some resistance, and just at least 2 strength training workouts per week can really keep you strong, can keep you mobile, can keep you confident for life. And so prioritize
totally
that right away.
doable.
It is doable.
2 a week? Come on.
Yeah. How many
We can
times
that.
do you get in and get some strength training? Because you're getting up there like me.
You mean my muscle mass, right?
Yes.
Is getting up there?
If you're watching this on YouTube, underneath her her hoodie, she's got some guns. The gun show is happening.
I mean,
it's going on.
You can't probably see this from where you are if you're watching the video, but my seams are stretching a little bit.
All right, She-Hulk.
A little bit.
There we go again, She-Hulk.
But I strength train 3 to 4 times a week.
Okay, awesome.
And
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. And do you feel strong and empowered?
I do. Strong, empowered, confident. Oh my goodness, there we go. Strengthening our
again.
body makes us more confident.
There we go. How about
Kind of
that?
sounds like another recent episode. Building confidence. Check that one out too.
Yeah, the last episode, right?
The last one we
28.
did. Number 28.
Yeah.
Definitely check that out.
So what else?
Another tip is going to be focusing on anti-inflammatory nutrition. Now, we talked a lot about how you fuel your body in episode 8, so definitely go back and check that out. But this is specific to reducing, if not cutting out, processed junk. This was referred to, I was listening to, my son and I were listening to a podcast, and the guest that was being interviewed was a metabolism expert talking about eating more whole foods and such. And he said, try not to eat things that have an ingredient label.
Ooh.
Because we always think about not eating things that on the ingredient label we can't pronounce.
Right.
But his suggestion was like, if it's
Not
in a
at
box
all.
and it has an ingredient label,
Don't
just
eat it. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's taking it to a whole different
That's
level.
a whole
But that's
nother
easy, though.
level. It's
That's
easy.
You're going to be in the
It's
produce
easy.
section.
Right? Which is what it's all about. Load up on colorful whole foods. We probably heard a million times, eat the rainbow. Right? And a way to really do that is, we've talked about this in episode 8 as well, but when you're in the grocery store, stay in the perimeter, because all the processed, boxed up, heavily laden ingredient lists are in the middle of the store. But if you stay on the outside, that's where you're going to be in the produce section and the meats and such. So that's huge, because it's going to help you stay better fueled and more hydrated. And it's just really important that you fuel your body with nutrition that makes sense.
Yeah. Anti-inflammatory nutrition.
Big time.
So I love that. I love eating food that doesn't have a label at all.
Yeah. No label.
Because
Here's a banana.
Yeah,
No label.
No label on that. Yeah, just the QR code, the price. That's it. you've heard people talk about, experts talk about, when you read the nutrition labels, if it has sugar first as the first ingredient, like get rid of that. But
Right.
this is taken to a whole different level with this metabolism expert. I like that.
It's cool.
That's a great tip. See, I learned stuff from this podcast.
You feel more
too.
smarter?
I do feel more smart. So, so our third tip, we talked about strength training. We talked about anti-inflammatory nutrition as well. The third tip, to kind of live within that blue zone would be move more. Simple as that. Not just in the gym, not just in your fitness facilities or the studios. Get out and walk. Get some vitamin D. Stretch often and stay active beyond structured workouts. Motion really is the fountain of youth, and it doesn't matter what kind of motion it is, as long as you're doing it consistently, as long as it feels good in your body. And the role of movement, we actually talk about this in episode number 6. We dive a lot deeper. So we're just kind of giving you some key tips from different episodes and putting it in one place for you. But if you want to dive a lot deeper, that's where it's at.
Please do.
Yeah.
Another great tip is going to be to better manage your stress and get really great sleep. Chronic stress, poor sleep, of course they age you faster. We know that.
Yeah.
So we want to prioritize stress relief, things like breath work, perhaps meditation, gratitude practice, getting out in nature, whatever it is for you. And we want to aim for 7 to 9, depends on the person a bit, but 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep. And within that, we do talk about in episode 7, rest and recovery. And you get rest and recovery both in your overnight sleep, but also if you were to take, power naps and things like a silent meditation or a still meditation, things like that also add to your recovery and rest. So that's really powerful. And when it comes to managing stress, we actually talked about that quite a bit in our episode on emotional well-being, which I believe was episode 6, but it is within the first 10 episodes, I can assure you. It's emotional well-being. And I tell you, that one was a game changer for me, learning the things that we covered in that one.
Yeah. Well, getting that rest, getting that recovery, it goes hand in hand with what we talked about in tip number 1, which is your strength training.
For sure.
Right? So in order to build lean muscle mass, in order to increase your bone density, you got to do strength training. But in order for you to grow properly and effectively and efficiently, that rest goes hand in hand with that strength training as well. So in the power naps, I'm still enjoying those. By the way.
Aren't they awesome?
I need them.
Yeah.
I need them.
Power naps are the real deal. Yeah.
They are.
Yeah.
So jump on those if you haven't already, and also jump into the rest and recovery episode number 7.
Yep.
So our 5th and final, tip to, kind of, again, create that longer, healthier life that we all want, right, is community, relationships, that social well-being that we all need. We are social creatures. And, a lot of these tips that we've shared with you, we, not only live them, but we also, they were kind of reinforced by watching the documentary on Netflix.
Yes. The Blue Zones.
Blue Zone. And I've seen the first one, but you've seen the second one as well.
The Live to 100. It's fascinating. I think it's only like a 4-part documentary series, and it's pretty incredible.
Right. Yeah. So
if you have seen the new Blue Zones documentary and you're on YouTube or you see us over on social media, comment sweet potato, and that's how we'll know you were here today.
I like that. Ooh, throwing out challenges, impromptu challenges. So, having those tight-knit relationships with family members, with friends, with community members, whether it's at your church, whether it's at your work, or any other social kind of environment, is so critical and key to our overall health and well-being. It promotes a sense of, confidence, a sense of what else? Well-being just overall.
It's related to our emotional well-being.
Right.
Absolutely.
Going back to episode 6 again.
There we go.
So it's all interconnected.
It's all
the
connected.
stuff we're talking about.
All connected.
Did we think this was going to happen?
It's kind of like the knee bone is connected to the thigh bone.
The thigh bone's
right?
connected to the hip bone.
All well-being kind of crosses over.
I love it.
It's beautiful.
I love it. It is a beautiful thing. So those are our 5 tips again that we wanted to share with you. to represent the longevity blueprint. And was there anything else that we wanted to add? This is short and sweet and to the point, but
I think that's awesome. We packed quite a bit in a short period of time. I like that.
we absolutely did. And that's what we wanted to do. We want to always provide you with time efficient tips and perhaps even tricks, information, hopefully maybe even a little entertainment.
Inspiration. Oh, and entertainment.
And entertainment.
Inspirtainment.
Inspirtainment. That works. Well, you've heard of edutainment. Let's go with inspirtainment. I like that better.
Inspirtainment.
Yeah, so we're going to go with that. So if you've been inspirtained, please let us know. But also, let us know one habit of these 5 that we just shared with you that you're committing to focus on for a longer, healthier life. Just one. Just one. Or maybe perhaps there are some other, habits that you'd like to share with us. We want to hear that as well.
Definitely. And by all means, share this episode with anyone you think that can benefit from this longevity blueprint and get more out of their life thriving. Because again, it's not about how long you live. It's about what those years are like, how we experience them more than anything. So by all means, share this episode with someone who also wants to thrive. We would greatly appreciate it.
Absolutely. So that is it for our episode number 29. Woo! We encourage you to live with vitality. We also encourage you to make it a great day. And why?
Because it is a great day to have.
Yes, it is. Until next time.
Much love.